Four of Pentacles, the Lovers, Three of Pumpkins, Three of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and the Magician. This could be Gemini, Virgo, Aries, Virgo, Gemini, Virgo, or Taurus. Then we have the Six of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the World, and the Eight of Wands, and the Moon. All right. So here's the thing, Pisces. Both of you are sitting there with your arms folded, looking at each other. Who's going to go first? You both want this. Your person, and you're more caught up in the emotions and the nostalgia and the love, and the feelings and the longevity and the sentimentality and all that. Your person is remembering that how stable things were with you and what a good partner you were, and that you were a very wise choice. However, when it comes down to it, it's about their interests first and foremost. So they're concentrating more on this choice being a wise one, being a stable one, being a good one. So there's the desire on both parts. You're emotional about it. They're more about the stability of it and that it would be a very wise investment for them. Either way, both of you are sitting there with your arms folded, staring at each other. Who's going to go first? Who's going to go first? Well, guess what? Your partner's going to reach out first, Pisces. Just saying. Spoiler alert. Because they are having, they've been spending a lot of time trying to think about how to get closure. And yet they find that there were still some things that needed to be said. Whether that leads to a reconciliation, not sure. But they are going to be reaching out. Still with the emphasis on positioning and security for both of you, because it kind of opens up, it's almost like this was wishful thinking for you and you're kind of okay with just kind of hoping and wishing, and then all of a sudden out of the blue they do reach out and you're like, oh my God, this just adds to oh God, it adds to the confusion. And for as much as you love this person, there's still this profound fear about if you two are going to make it, because what they did before really hurt. And so it just kind of adds to this sort of murky but dreamy, ethereal but dangerous. Like everything's unclear and it's almost like it's irresistible. And all this from them reaching out. So you have arrived. And you're wanting things to progress, but it's more of like, I want to hear what they have to say, and I want things to progress, but I still want to be able to do what I want to do when I want to do it, and I want to be unto myself. So I want the attention from this person, but I don't want to get hurt by it. I still want to have everything under my purview and my control. I don't want to enjoin with them again. I want to be courted. I want to be chased. I want to be dated. Male or female, doesn't matter. But this is you, Pisces, kind of wanting them to be put through their paces, or to really prove that this time they mean what they say, and that they mean, them showing back up is not frivolous and for an ego boost. There's just not a lot of trust here. Even though you're kind of swept up in the moment, it's like a stutter step. It's hard for you to trust this person again. That's the thing. For as much love and nostalgia and stirring of the memories that this does, it's hard for you to trust them again. And this person, it's funny because this means a lot to you under the surface, though you might not show it. Like, for all intents and purposes, it looks like life is fine and you're doing your own thing and you got this. But inside, it's like this has been a definite, bing on the sonar, the radar. This is a blip on the radar here, like a pretty big one. And they have been really working at trying to... It's shifted from finding closure with this to realizing that, I have unfinished business and I want to see where this goes, and I can't stop thinking about Pisces. It's all of those things. So you have this incredible emotional, sentimental, nostalgic connection, whereas they are more about, at the end of the day, after all that I've been through, after all that I've done, I still find myself thinking about my Pisces and how they were my greatest, insert descriptor here, greatest love, greatest partner, greatest adventure, greatest whatever. There's something about you that they can't quite quit either. So yay for that. But then there's this whole, like, well, what are we going to do about it? Because you're just like, okay, I love the attention, but I'm scared to go past a certain point, because it's all well and good as long as I have control over everything. But the minute I have to feel vulnerable with you again, I don't know what's going to happen because I don't trust you. And so is this about you wanting atonement, like wanting attention, wanting them to, really make up for lost time so that you can get your ego back on track? Not that that's bad, but just what do you want? Do you know what I mean? Because here they reach out and all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, what do I do? And it looks to be a romantic offer. It looks to be even if it is just an out of the blue thing, it looks like it's going to lead up to a romantic gesture, offer, conveying feelings of romance, of love, things like that. So it looks like you're still, while you might like the attention, you can't bring yourself to want things to move forward because it looks like you're just not going to be able to trust the person again. At least for right now. It's going to need much more experience and time with this person re-entering your life, if you're even going to allow that. Because it could just be that it's enough for them to send the message and then you're like, oh, I knew it. Or, well, thank you, finally, because, I really did right by you and you didn't appreciate me, so I'm glad at least now you do, or, something of that nature. So, yeah, the issue was a matter of security, and you needed to feel emotionally tended to feel secure, whereas your partner needed to know that his future or her future was intact, and it was all about kind of control and securing things for the future. And when you have that mindset, though, you're always looking for the next best thing or the most secure thing. So there is probably some kind of betrayal here. That's why the profound fear is so strong with trusting them again, because there was a great love here and they hurt you. So the issue is definitely about security. And, yay that they've come forward, that they've come full circle, and they're like sending this message. There might even be an apology in there, let's be honest. But the wheel or the scales are finally balanced, right? But is it going to be enough for you to trust this person and let them in? And at first glance here, unless you two are spending more time, unless there's like a plan of action, unless there's a steady pursuit, it looks like you're just going to decide it's not worth it, that you're safer and better without this person again, because they pose too much of a threat. There was a deep love here, and if they get the ball rolling again, you're going to have to take a chance on them, and you're like, I don't know if I'm willing to do that. I don't know if you're worth it. You hurt me. I've covered all this ground and made all this progress. My life is my own. I'm good. I'm up and running. I'm in control. I'm okay. And you're going to come and upset the whole apple cart? I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to let you pass the threshold. Can't blame you. Honestly, can't blame you. So it's going to depend on where you want to go with this. Your person wants the longevity and the security. Their reason for reaching out, again, is a romantic one, but it's also about coming full circle and realizing you are the best choice for a secure future for them. So if that makes you feel loved and secure and emotionally tended to, then this is a good offer for you. If you want more than that, if you want them to get all emotional and nostalgic and sentimental like what's shown here, this might fall flat for you, because this person has spent a lot of time thinking about this and weighing the pros and cons and thinking about their life, not yours. To be fair, that's what everybody should do, is think about what's in their best interest, right? So this person has decided that you are in their best interest. If that is enough for you, if you know them well enough to know that, yes, they're a decent person, they just had to finally get on my level and they're there and I'm okay with it because I relate emotionally, they relate strategically, fine. We both want each other in our lives. Let's do the thing. Okay. But if it's going to insult you that it's not this huge romantic over-the-top gesture and they can't live without you, it's merely that they want to live with you. It's not as, it's a very practical approach. That might be something that you're like, you know what? No, I'm not doing this again. The choice will be yours. Yeah, we got the moon here. Profound uncertainty, fear, anxiety, wondering if you're fooling yourself. Is this just, am I just making more out of this than it should? I can't do that again. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. 333, Trinity, mind, body, soul. You are in the zone. Express your true, authentic self, which is exactly what this Three of Pentacles is. This is about you owning your own power, doing your own thing, calling the shots in your life. Very emperor type energy. Master of your domain, and it's like none shall pass. I'm not letting anybody in to mess this up because I feel strong and centered and grounded, and I'm in my element. And back off. What else? Pisces. Oh, okay. It says shocking. Yeah, when they reach out, you're going to be surprised. I don't like it. There. That's what we do right this because I can't stand those eyeballs. There it is. Yep. So, this, yeah, you're going to be like, what? Because it is out of character for this person to reach out to you. It is out of character for them to come back and say, I'm sorry. I was selfish. I was insensitive. I took you for granted. And I'm sorry. And if you'll consider it, could we please start such and such? You know, this, that, and the other, talking again, or whatever the offer is, because there's going to be an offer, there's going to be an ask. You're going to be like, what? So it took them a long time. They've been thinking about it for quite a while. It took them a long time to get to this point. Just saying. Just saying. Not that, oh, have pity on them. No. But they didn't do this lightly. I will say that. They did not do this lightly. They've thought about this a lot, and it's because they thought about their future a lot. And about choosing the best person for their future and who they want in their life and to be looking at in 20 years. What would Pisces person say to them? And I know this is not like, oh my God, this is so, it's not. There are those readings, I've seen them, and it's like, oh my God, this is like a match made in heaven, doesn't get any better than this, the person's a unicorn, blah, blah, blah. This is not that, but they are yours. That's the thing. It's like they may not be a unicorn, they may be, you know, kind of this quirky, really private, but they're your quirky, private person. You know, there is a connection here, is what I'm trying to say. There's a connection here. Can't deny that. There was another one in here. It was like, it was just the eyeballs. It was like they were these dead eyes or something. I'm like, I can't have that sitting there looking at me. So that's, yeah, okay. What else? What would Pisces person say to them? I don't know how I feel anymore. All right, that's fair. I don't think that means what you think it means. I think they, for so long, were like, oh, that's fine. I'm moving on with my life. I'm doing. And all of a sudden, they're just like, all roads are kind of leading back to Pisces. And they're like, I don't understand that. Because this person is somebody that puts themselves first. They're strategic. They get what they want. They go after this. And they can't stop thinking about you. And all roads are leading back to you. And that's kind of shocking to them. It's bothering them. They don't understand it. And so their solution for that, after thinking about it, is, well, there must be something still there. Like my heart, you know, that I didn't think was really an issue here must still be wrapped. There's unfinished business for me here, is basically what this is. Is that they don't understand how they feel this still. After they've made these decisions, or they've done that, or they've gone here. This is someone who prizes control and freedom in their life. And I think they're just as surprised that they still feel very, I want to say, loyal, or very, I guess, connected to you. Synergy and healing. This could be what that is. This could be somebody showing up for atonement and closure. Honestly, I don't think they know what the heck they're showing up for, but it is romantic in nature. There is a connection. This could just end up being an enduring friendship after a while. but this person is acting on how they feel about you after a long examination of their feelings. And part of it surprised them because they're like, why do I keep thinking about Pisces? What the heck's going on? Well, here they come. So they don't understand it either. Honestly, if they lead with that, just be like, well, when you figure it out, give me a call. Don't you let them sit there and go, well, I really don't know what to say. And then you're like, I'll finish your sentences for you. It's fine. No. No, they got to earn their way in the door. So if they don't know what to say, they can, show back up when they do have the words. This isn't about you figuring out what they're going to say for themselves again, or for you doing everything. No, you're doing for yourself now. And that's where you'll stay if they don't come correct. Just saying. I'm just saying, all right. Yes. There's that moon again. Good gracious. Yeah. This could be it's too early to tell, it's too soon to tell, could go either way. Whatever it is, there's much more that needs to be brought to light, to be discussed, because otherwise the uncertainty makes it a non-starter. That's another reason. They better come correct and with those 10 of Pentacles rather than just this, I just can't stop thinking about you. You go get back out of here. You go back out of here. You come back when you have something more substantial. Don't waste my time. This is me over here doing my own thing. Don't you... You interrupt me, bother me with that. I can't stop thinking about you. Well, you shouldn't. That was the best thing that you ever had. You shouldn't have been able to stop thinking about me. You should have never did what you did and left. So you just go keep thinking about it until you can come back and say what you need to say to me. Look at that. The Tower is shocking. Look at this. The shocking 8 of Wands and the Tower. Complete upset. Here you are minding your own business, going along, doing your own thing. And then, bam, out of the blue, hi, I can't stop thinking about you. And you're it. And yet we have this profound fear and uncertainty, this connection, but still I don't know what to do with this connection. You're going to have to tell me more. And it's going to take a while before I even decide, give you the time of day. All right. So Tower, which could be Scorpio, and Page of Cups reversed. So Tower, obviously the unexpected nature of this causing upheaval and confusion and oh my God, what do we do? And okay, what you thought you knew, everything's in flux now and up in the air and what's what, right? And it might even, here you are going along minding your own business and then this person comes back and you're like, what? Are you kidding me? And probably your first instinct is to block everything or to not, but this could be not well received. This could be you wanting to shut down and shut off and just not connect because the fear is so great, or you're completely flipping out. This could be that you're not focusing on yourself. It takes you away from focusing on yourself again, which it shouldn't. Your focus should be on yourself, especially in light of what happened. So if that's the case, you need to get back into this energy right here, this 3 of Pentacles energy. And this Knight of Wands energy where you're going and doing and your life is your own and your friends and your social and you're out and about. Do not let this coming back in shut that down. Instead, rely on those that you trust to keep you anchored into the way you've been. Because we could look at Tower, shocking, and the 8 of Wands and then the Moon card twice. This is going to be quite the upheaval for you. So you need to do everything you can to stay grounded and keep the focus on yourself. Instead of getting too wrapped up in this and then just being terrified, but too far gone in connection and nope. Your job is to stay grounded. Just saying.